Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's very special event. This is our welcome back call. And I'm going to take a page out of the Welcome Back Kotter playbook here. It only seems appropriate. So for all the people joining us that are welcoming back, let me say to you, welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you heard about. Well, some of the names may have changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained, and they'll turn you around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you back here where we need you? So let's give it one more shot. You're here tonight, in the right spot. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to this special event a panel that I have admired since day one. But over these last 2 years, that respect and admiration has grown larger than the Prib. Their honesty, their transparency, their vision, and their hearts define the Lou. Loyalty, unity, and edification. Please show some love in our chat. Blow it up for our leaders, our esteemed panel, the leaders of all leaders, Emerald, Ronell Sylvester, Emerald, Tawana Houston, Diamond, Ellen Smith, and Diamond, Jackie Pippins. Leaders, come on out and grace us here.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Thank you so much, Bart. You are just amazing. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to share a lot of information tonight. We have an amazing panel of leaders here. Really quick, we just want to share what this call is all about. This is the welcome back call. We're really excited about this call. This is one of the first of many, but this call is all about reintroducing what iBoomerang has to offer to those that may have disconnected for whatever reason. We have gone through a lot lately as it relates to COVID, as it relates to life. We have no idea why individuals may not have been able to focus like they would have liked to focus, but iBoomerang has so much to offer and we're so excited about it. So we want to get all of you up to speed. We want to share what's present as well as what's coming up in the future so that you guys can go ahead and get back in the game and we can go ahead and take off full speed ahead. So like Bart said, we have an amazing panel here. We have two elite diamonds, Ellen Smith and Jackie Pippins, and we have two emeralds, myself as well as Ronell, that's going to help you guys understand what you have in your lap and how you can just take off running and reach those goals that you originally set when this business was introduced to you. All righty, you guys. So I'm going to pass it over to Jackie and we're going to take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm Diamond Ambassador Jackie Pippins. Been with the company since day one. Absolutely love the company. We've had some bumps and bruises, but we've been able to overcome those. I want you all to think about something. When you're starting something in the beginning, there's always bumps and bruises, but we just gonna make our way up to the top. Some of you might got lost in that. Some of you might have not just been ready for the bumps and bruises. But listen, we're here to share some great news with you tonight. What is happening with iBoomerang? Let me tell y'all something. It's about to be over. I'm telling you, listen. This is it. This is it. And you'll see what we're talking about as we move forward tonight. So I'm going to pass it on over to my sister, Miss Ellen out of Bermuda.
Wow, good evening, everyone. Good evening to this esteemed panel. I actually feel honored to share this platform with you, Diamond Jackie, and with our Emerald Tawana and our Emerald Ronell Sylvester. Wow, it's just a real pleasure to be here. I really want to say thank you to the host, because when our host, Mr. Bart Bartley, opens a call like this, Jackie, it's pure fire. He sets us up to win, doesn't he? So absolutely. It's going to be an amazing night. Again, my name is Diamond Ellen Smith. I am here, born and raised from my beautiful island of Bermuda. I'm actually been here since day one as well. and was here in the pre-launch. I'm a founding member of this amazing organization. And, I actually found myself working in that 9 to 5 for 42 years. And I was with my last company for 25 years. My responsibility was team management, leadership management, and youth management. So I had a lot of people coming through me and past me. And, what I decided to do, that industry wasn't for me. It was time for me to say, you know what, I'm going to move on. So as I was seeking something, Diamond Jackie, what actually happened? I didn't see iBoomerang. iBoomerang actually found me. Right? Because when you're seeking, things get drawn to you, you see, right? So therefore, from day one, I basically had the vision of what Mr. Bugs actually shared with us, and I've been able to track on moving ever since. So we're going to see what Tawana has to say and how she actually joined this business.
Well, I've been with this company since the very beginning. Been excited about the journey since day one. There's so many things that excites me about it. I don't want to jump the gun and talk about it too soon, but I'm a person that came from a corporate background in the banking space. I was responsible for helping people save their homes, loss mitigation, bankruptcy, foreclosure, you name it. And one thing about being a part of that industry, you take on a lot of people's problems, but you can't solve them. So I always found myself fudging numbers and just trying to help that person stay in their home a little longer. So when this company was introduced to me, I felt like I was finally in a position to not just put a Band-Aid on people's situations, but actually help them resolve them so that they didn't have to continuously every 90 days end up in the same position. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to help people. I'm just excited to help people literally write down their goals and accomplish them because we have so much to offer. So Mr. Ronell, I know he is traveling. I know he just hopped off a plane, but he's still here with us. That's leadership.
I am here, just landed, just getting ready to make it happen. But I'm excited. Can you hear me? You hear me good?
Yes.
All right. I'm super excited about where we're going, what's happening. Man, I was worried I wouldn't be able to get on because I knew we had planned this, but got a last minute, finding out when I was flying out like Monday. So, but that's what it's about. Leaders work on the spur. They make sure it happened. And what I want everybody to understand after listening to seeing what our back office is going to look like, seeing what's getting ready to happen, I am more excited about knowing that the Prib is almost here. It's like waiting for Santa Claus. The Prib is almost here. And that's what we're dealing with, guys. We're dealing with everything that you talked about, everything that you got to see, that you got to hear about, but you might not have had the same patience as some people might have had. You might have had the patience to wait it out or go through the turmoil. Well, I'm going to tell you, the turmoil is almost over. It's pretty much over. Other than waiting for the website to come, it's over. And now everything that he talked about, now you're starting to see it coming. It's like that baby coming out. You're watching somebody pregnant, walking through these months, and it's getting closer and closer. And now it's almost time to birth that kid. We finna birth the Prib. And I'm super excited. So I'm definitely here, pass back to you guys. And I'm here. Whatever we got to do, let's get it. I mean, if you step back for any reason, just get back. Just get back. Don't miss it. You was on the plane. It was getting ready to leave the runway. And you jumped off because it was taking too long to leave that jet bridge. But guys, it's getting ready to take off. So definitely want to take part back in this. Back to you, T.
Wow, let me jump in here really quick. What I want to say is, you guys, when you're a part of something at the very beginning, I want you guys to think about that. These amazing companies that are out there, these multi-million-dollar earners, they didn't start yesterday to get there. These are individuals that were a part of the process at the very beginning. So even though we have dealt with bumps and bruises, we got paid very well to deal with that. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we paint the bigger picture. We want to make sure that you guys understand the vision of the company before we start talking about the verticals and all of those things. So I want to pass it back to our elite diamonds to kind of share the vision of the company as well as our amazing leadership. And then we're going to talk about what's just different about iBoomerang.
Okay, Tawana, I'll start first and then Miss Ellen. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we have the best of the best in Mr. Holton Bugs. That gentleman is just really amazing. He created 50 millionaires in someone else's company. I want you guys to take mental notice of that. If he did 50 millionaires in someone else's company, imagine what he's going to do in his own company. And when he created those 50 millionaires, it wasn't overnight success. It took some time to make millionaires. There's no such thing as overnight success. Success happens in stages. You have to stick it out, remain focused. I want you to know something about each one of the leaders that you are hearing from tonight. We didn't waver. We stayed focused and we kept our eyes on the prize. It didn't matter what we were going through, but we stuck it out. Number one, we understand there's going to be bumps and bruises. We understood that from the start, okay? The company that we came from, we were doing very well. I mean, very well. And we took a loss in some income when we first got here. That's just the name of the game. But I'm going to tell you, the rewards are going to be much better. Our income, I want you all to take mental notes of this. Your income, our income is about to triple, quadruple. It's going to do some. Holton Bugs got it together. I promise you all. I've sat down and had conversations with him. I want you all to know I did not come from working with Holton Bugs. This is my first time working with him. Most people think, well, you used to work with him and no. This is my first time working with Mr. Holton Bugs. I've heard of him before, but I never had a chance to work with him. But I got inside his head. I understand his vision and I understand where he's going. He has a heart for the people. And I'm serious when I say that, you all. He has a heart for the people. There's companies out there that are trying to destroy us. Do you know Mr. Holton Bugs went and helped them? They got into a situation.
That's right.
Knowing that they took from him, they took food out of his mouth, but he went to those companies and helped them get out of the situation they were in. You can't tell me that man don't have a heart for the people. He has a heart for the people. And this is why we decided to stick and stay because we know what's about to happen. For those who really see this vision, your children's children are going to be okay. I can promise you that. When I sat down and talked to Holton Bugs, everything he told me, he said, Jackie, you're going to have a drop this month, but this month is going to pick up and then here's going to get a little shaky. Everything that he told me happened. So he knows, he knows what's going to happen. And he said, there's some millionaires about to start breaking in this company. He also said, there's going to come a day when some of us are going to make $500 million a month in this company. If he half wrong, if he quarter wrong, I'm still okay. So those are the things that he's making promise to. What I know about Holton Bugs, he loves his name. And his name means everything to him. He don't want you to destroy it and tear it up. And he's going to make sure he does the right thing. So Miss Ellen.
Absolutely, Diamond Jackie. You know, when you talk about our CEO, and when I first met him, what actually drew me to him was that he was a distributor first. Okay, so he's walked this path already. But when you look at him as a man, he's very solid. He's solid as a man. He's solid in his faith. He's solid with his family, with his wife, with his son. Okay. And then what he did, he made sure that his family and their finances was solid. And from there, this is how you know you're with the right company, guys. He made sure that his household was straight, but at the same time, he wants to be able to give to other people. So what he actually did at a very, very young age, he set himself up to start building his legacy. And when he had the opportunity, he built on it and he built upon and he built upon and he built upon until he finally said, you know what? I'm with the company now. I feel that I've outgrown them. They don't want to take any more from me. So what I need to do as a solid man is go on my gut and take my integrity out to the world and let them know. And really, he may have been in this industry for a number of years, Tom and Jackie, but right now, people ain't seeing nothing yet. You're talking about the Michael Jordan of this industry, about to be cloning his own name and within himself. So when we talk about a selfless man, guys, you're talking about a gentleman who has breathed the Boom Foundation of giving. And not only giving to young children that need to be fed, but also he's giving to us where we need to be fed with our leadership skills. Maybe we didn't actually get that within our job. We didn't get that when we went to university or to school. He also is giving us that training platform. And he's saying, listen, I'm going to set you guys up so that you can actually win. All you need to do is go ahead and tap into that. I know that this isn't easy because my background, as I mentioned to you, for the last 25 years was in team management, youth management, and leadership management. I did a lot of HR, hired thousands of people. And what the main thing my role and responsible was writing programs and basically training adults. It's not easy. So when you have a CEO being able to put a platform together for various personalities, people from 192 countries, and he understands that he can put something together for each and every one of you to win. But this is your time. This is your time to shine. This is your time to take the platform that he has in front of you, to be looking at it, to say, how can I take the next step for my family? That's what you want to be looking at. So he's the first. That's what he is. And he's living by his name of iBoomerang. He's throwing it out to you. The question is, are you going to capture it and bring it back in order to make yourself flourish, or even yourself? You got to feed your inner self, Diamond Jackie. Let's see what Tawana has to say about that one.
Wow. Well, I'm super excited about the leadership. Just like Jackie, I didn't know Holton Bucks prior to this project. But I was one of the individuals that was invited to a private meeting that took place in Vegas. No information was shared other than you need to be there. And I felt really privileged. I felt like this is an opportunity for me to take things to the next level, but I didn't know what it was about. So when I was in that room, Jackie was there, of course, because Jackie practically forced me to go because, you know, other people, negative energy was in my ear telling me not to go. And a lot of times that happens to people in this industry. You're listening to people around you that you wouldn't be willing to exchange bank accounts with. And you end up placing your goals on the back burner because you want to be this popular person in their eyes, and you end up not accomplishing your own goals. So I decided to put that to the side and go ahead and listen to Miss Jackie Pippins. And I went to that meeting, Miss Ellen, and that's when I met Holton Bucks for the first time. His posture, his confidence, his vision, everything about him said, this is it. Mm-hmm. Everything about him said, this is it. And that was the day that we said we want to lock arms with this man and just take off running. And let me share something with you guys about me. I believe wholeheartedly how you do one thing is how you do everything. This gentleman has been with the same woman that he met when he was 13 years old. His wife was 12 years old. He told her that he was going to marry her, and they've been together ever since. It's not easy to keep a marriage together. I don't want to get into all of that. But one thing I know is that how you do one thing is how you do everything. If this man can create 50 millionaires under somebody else's company, I know he's going to kill the game here. You just got to be strong enough to stick and stay at the beginning. We've been doing really well from the very beginning. But just imagine once we coasting on easy, how much amazing it's going to be. Yes, stick and stay, you get your pay, Miss Fire. So I'm really excited about it. Anything you want to add to that, Renelle, before we move on?
Yeah, I definitely want to, just like all of us, it's ironic that all three of us still here, and we was the first three to fly into Vegas unknowing. But I studied Holden, and that's why I tell that story when I do the presentation. I studied him for years, and watched him do what he did with the system. This is stuff that we knew. Like, I knew what he could do. I just wanted a chance to get a chance to work with him. So that's why when me and Jackie saw him, it was really like, oh shoot, we good. We gonna get this because we saw him do it. And that's what we basically want you guys to understand, that we knew. That's why you still see us still sitting here. It's a reason that Jackie ain't made no move, ain't Ronell, we still here. Tawana's still here. For someone, she's a newbie in the industry. Newbie. And she still stuck it out because she knew, she trusted, she had a good feeling about what she saw and heard. And he's been true to everything he said. Everything may not have hit the same way as like smooth, but he may have wanted it, but he's always opening up front when it doesn't. So I respect that, and definitely throwing it back at you, T.
All righty. So now we've talked about the vision of the company and leadership. Let's talk about what makes us so different. And the only reason I want to bring that up is because we hear that a lot. Like, what's so different about our Boomerang versus any other company that's out there? Yes, it's Holton. Yes, he's been around for 30 plus years. Yes, he's extremely successful. But what's so different about what we have versus what every other company has? So I would love to throw that to Jackie, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh my God. Well, we're different because number one, first of all, the leadership just it's next to none. I haven't seen anybody like, and I know y'all say, well, wow, she's just talking about that Holton Bucks. No, I'm just talking real facts here. His leadership is just amazing. When I've had conversations with him, and when I remember when I first come, he asked me what was my strategy, and I told him what my strategy was. He basically laughed at me because he was like, you don't have no strategy. Let me give you a real strategy. And I've been truly, truly learning from him. You don't know what you don't know, right? I just didn't know. And so he's taught me a whole lot of things. But our concept that we have here, making money when customers save, is amazing. Imagine giving somebody something and they didn't spend no money, your customers, no money, but then you're able to get money back. There's no one in the industry is doing those type of things. They're trying to mark him. We've seen some companies, they done came and go, they're gone. They try to do what Holton does, they're gone now. But I mean, we're just told everything that we do is going to be different. And you'll see when we start talking about the different products that we have now, y'all, the products are just amazing. But as Ms. Tawana was saying, just be careful who you listen to, because when I was in, when I first got started in the industry, long time ago, Holton Bugs was in that industry, right? And didn't know of him. But I just knew he came in and made a dent, and all of a sudden he left. And so my leader started talking about him. Oh no, don't go with him. And what did I do? I listened to him. I ain't going with him. Let him go on by this thing. If I had not listened to the negative, if I had followed that man, I would have been one of his millionaires right now. But I listened to the negative. Don't be careful what you listen to. Like Ms. Tawana said, if you don't want to change bank accounts with them, be careful listening to them. That man made over $100 million in that one company. And I listened to the folks that said, don't you go with him. He ain't going to do nothing. He just one of those fly-by-night people. I said, okay, I'm going to be here. I'm going to stay right here. Listening to the negative. So be careful who you listen to. So yes, back to you, T.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to add something, Ms. Ellen, before I talk about
Sure. Just to bounce off of what Diamond Jackie just said, our leadership definitely is first class. You can't beat it. I would definitely say that when you have a company like this, and even as we grow into hundreds of thousands of distributors. One thing Mr. Bugs and the leadership is personable. No matter where you are, even down on our platform, guys, everyone is very personable. You can pick up the phone and you can, just call anyone. And the way Mr. Bugs has the compensation plan set up, the binary is really also what makes us different, because we're not going to be here for self. Here because we want to be able to work together. He has us working together to go down and pick up the next person or sideline partners, right? And so I believe that with some other companies, that might not be such their strong suit, but with him, that's what he thrives on. He thrives on other people reaching across, and how you helping out your team members. Go down and pick them up, just because you didn't personally sponsor them doesn't mean that you can identify who they are and go and just help them out. So I would definitely say, with us being a lifestyle company and his building it around what we actually do, our products and services, it gives each individual ambassador options, Tawana. It gives them options. It's just not one category of business. It's not just, hair products or health and beauty or whatever. They can actually choose from several. And I know we're going to talk about that a little later, but that's what makes us different. And that's why with him being in this industry, and he took how many years to study this industry? So he knew what made people tick. And so that compensation plan of supporting others, and this is what's needed. A lot of things that he's doing goes back to the Bible, really. And if you really look at that, and the principles are really straight from what God has given us, and he actually blessed that and put it right into Mr. Bugs. And now he is the one coming forth with a message. So I would definitely say that the message that he brings, our leadership, the personable personalities of each of our team members, for sure.
Tawana, let me say one more thing about Mr. Holton Bugs before we move on. Last year, in the month of April, it was the worst time in the entire world. There were business shutting down, restaurants closing, hairstylists had to shut their place of business down, the barbers. It was the worst in the world. Folks were losing jobs, coming and going. That same month in iBoomerang, our income tripled. Mr. Holton Bugs produced more diamonds that month in the history of network marketing. Why? How did he do that when folks around the world couldn't do it? It's like COVID came to him before and say, listen, I'm getting ready to have COVID. This is what you need to do. He just took this company and turned it all the way around. He got us focused, on track, and our incomes tripled the month when it was the worst in the entire world. In China, Jamaica, Bermuda, everywhere. But in iBoomerang, Mr. Holton Bugs turned our income all the way around.
Wow. You know what? I know we coming up on the time. I want to make sure we cover all the verticals, but there's something else I want to add to this piece right here. Do you guys remember the economic stimulus plan that he implemented?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that?
Yes.
That was when everybody was having a hard time. COVID just hit, business was shutting down. And he just knew what he needed to put in place to help people win. Like so many network marketing companies closed.
Sure did.
But he implemented a plan for people to be able to launch the business because he saw the trend. See, companies like corporate jobs, they say, no, you can't work from the house. No, we can't watch you. We can't see what you're doing. You may not work your business like you should. And all of a sudden, every company now is working from the house. So he knew that it was going to get to a point where all these businesses be working from home. So why not implement an economic stimulus plan to help people get started in the business for less and be able to put more money in their pocket? And I think that's what really catapulted us. And that's why we survived all of that. was because he saw the vision ahead of the game. He already knew what was going to happen, and he put the right plan in place. And that is huge. You got to have leadership that has that vision, and they can have that forward thinking and know what's going to happen and be able to protect us. Because let me tell you what some CEOs did, not to talk about other CEOs, but let me tell you what they did. They shut down and kept all the money, didn't even pay their people. So many people in them companies didn't get their commission checks. They didn't get their money. Some of you may know of them now. They didn't get their money. The companies just shut down. That CEO kept the money, and they're just lost without their income. So I'm so excited. I'm so happy about the leadership team that we have. So now, you guys, what I want to talk about before we go into these verticals, I really want to hit on the main thing that makes us so different, which Miss Ellen just spoke about, was the different industries that we have under one umbrella. That's the major game changer. And a lot of times, especially when you're new to the industry, it goes right over your head. So I got a question that I want to ask the audience that I think will really bring this all together. How many companies would you have to join to have access to what we have in our Boomerang? And when I ask you that question, it's because our Boomerang will be launching its 5th industry, the 6th industry, actually, because we're doing 2 products this month. It's 6th industry by the 18th and the 19th of this month. There's no other network marketing company in this world that focuses on more than one industry. It's either just skincare, either just healthcare, either maybe it's just all natural products, whatever it is. They focus on one thing, one industry, and they have several products under that umbrella. I want you to look at what you have here. You have a company that has several industries under one umbrella. Why is that important? Because you, as the business owner, it makes it easier for you to build your business. Like when you go out there, if you're looking at Miss Sheila or Miss Japonica or Brother Jose here or Shauna there, you're able to introduce whatever's attractive to them. You don't have to pray that they like skincare. So we have something within our company that's going to be attractive to them. That's the major game changer. That's what makes us so different. So when you're out there prospecting and you're out there trying to build your business, that you can say, oh, wow, I got 6 industries in my lap. Which one is going to be attractive to Miss Sheila? Which one's going to be attractive to Ellen? Which one's going to be attractive to Jackie? You don't have to force your business down anybody's throat because you have so many options. That's the major game changer. If you don't get anything else, I need you to get that. And we're just at number 6. There's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to have so many industries. We're being heralded as the Amazon of opportunities. What does that mean to you? The Amazon of opportunities. You're going to have so much in your lap. You're going to eventually get to the point where you're going to have 2, 3, 4 verticals that are attractive to one person. They don't have to come in here and sell everything. They can focus on what they want. That's what makes us ultimately so different, in addition to the amazing leadership that we have. So I want to lead with Mr. Ronell here, and we're going to kind of go into the different verticals to make sure that you guys understand what you have in your lap. The first one that we launched was actually iGo. iGo is our customer base. It's how we build up our customer base. Is how we get the data inside of the technology. Many of you already know that. So we're just going to go ahead and transition into the other verticals that we have. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Buy Rise. And I would love for Mr. Ronell to kind of highlight what Buy Rise is all about. And if he doesn't mind, I would personally love to share my father's story to kind of bring it all together. Mr. Ronell, take it away.
All right. Well, definitely, you definitely can share that story. But the iGo platform is it did it by itself for so long. We've seen over 1 million customers, and for people that couldn't recruit, it created a customer base, which was really strong to me, because Mr. Buzz in 2006, we were the same company that was just travel.
Ronell, sorry to cut you off, but your connection is bad. I think you may be playing on another device.
I'm in a really noisy place.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you out. That's what Lou is all about, right? I got you. Go ahead and mute out. I got you.
All
Okay,
right.
so Buy Rise. Let's talk about that vertical really quick. So Buy Rise is the next vertical that was introduced after iGo was introduced. So it's a ride share company, but we have coined the concept of drive share. So when it comes to drive share, it's a trademark concept. But the reason why he called it drive share is because the first time ever, you'll have the opportunity to build a fleet of drivers and not just earn an upfront commission, but you earn every time that they earn. And the reason why I asked if I could share my father's story, because I think it'll really paint the picture for you guys. I grew up in Washington, D.C. My father was always a taxi cab driver. My mother's a paralegal, and her job transferred from D.C. to Georgia. So when we transferred to Georgia, my father just naturally started driving taxis again here in Atlanta. Well, his best friend lived in Georgia anyway. So his best friend heard about the rideshare company that was coming out. He drove with the company and he referred my father. Well, when he referred my daddy, after my daddy completed so many rides, he got an upfront commission. And that upfront commission, I think, was about $350 to $500 back then, whatever that was. But my daddy to date has completed well over 10,000 rides in the rideshare space. In the chat, tell me, how much do you think his best friend earned off of those 10,000 plus rides? Talk to me in the chat. I see zero, I see zero, I see zero. Absolutely. So when Buy Rides came around, everybody like, Tawana, why are you so freaking excited about it? I'm excited about it because I grew up with a taxi cab driver. I grew up with someone that was a rideshare driver. If this platform that we have, Buy Rides, existed when my father got started in rideshare back in the day, his best friend would have earned 3% of 10,000 plus rides. So those 10,000 rides that my daddy did, his best friend would have got 3% of each one of those rides. That's the major difference. Like, that would have allowed him to be able to, he passed away now. It could have been from stress. I don't know what caused it, but what if he could have sat at the house and built up a fleet of drivers and earned 3% of 10,000 plus rides? And my daddy is just one driver. My daddy's just one driver. So I want to make sure you guys get that. This changed the game when Buy Rides came out. Is it a household name yet? No. The beginning is not built for everybody. That's why we're doing this welcome back call. It's so that you can come back and see the bigger picture, understand what you're leaving on the table. Don't lose out on this, you guys. Just imagine if you were a part of those rideshare companies at the very beginning and they gave you $1 for everybody that put the app on their phone. It wouldn't have made sense to you at the beginning because it didn't make sense to me when rideshare came out. I was the one talking junk. I'm not getting no stranger car. That ain't going to work. And my daddy stuck with it. 10,000 rides later, he was able to take care of his household. But the person that referred him earned not one red cent. So that's why I'm excited about Buy Rides. That's why others are excited about it, because you can literally, if you choose not to drive, it's okay. Build a fleet of drivers, build a customer base of riders. And whether it's a rider or a driver, that's 3% of every single fare coming into your household. I don't care where you live. If you are listening now and you're in an international market or you're in a state where Buy Rides isn't located, you can still build a fleet of drivers where they are located. And that's all I have to say about that. Anybody want to add anything to that? Y'all good? All righty. So what was the next vertical at the Buy Rides? I want to do it in the right order.
Zens.
And
Okay. So
I would
I'm gonna
definitely take
take
that
over.
one.
I was about to, because it's right in your nose. I'm about to say, what is that in your nose, Miss Ellen?
I did not leave him without my Zen. So, you know what? We want to look at Zens. What is Zens? Zens is the power of essential oils. And I smile about it and I'm excited about it simply because we're international. So when we say we're international, what normally happens in organizations or with network marketing companies, a lot of the products and services are available within the United States. And so therefore, individuals who join the company, they feel sometimes at a little disadvantage, and they say, hey, you know what, that's in the States. I can't do it here. I'm not going to make any money, or da, 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 da. So, again, when we look at our amazing leadership, Mr. Bugs, you just have to look at him and say, how did he come up with that? So the power of essential oils. So what he actually did a pivot. As Diamond Jackie mentioned earlier, he did a pivot with our company. We had iGo, as you guys know, you probably, it was here, your first vertical. As Emerald Tawana just said, he had Vibe. And then when the pandemic came, he did a pivot so that we can have success. And when I say we, it didn't matter where you was in this world, out of the 192 countries that he's in, anyone at that particular time of the pandemic could have picked this up and had success. So what we're talking about here, we're talking about a new piece of wearable technology. It is right here in my nose. It is here. And this is our beautiful product here. It's called Zense. And you see there's two little prongs there. I call them little balls, right? That is where the Zense is stored. The Zense in my sense is stored right there. So what actually happens is that we already know what essential oils are, right? Because our doctors, our friends, our family, they say, hey, you know what? It's all in these diffusers when you go to the spa, smelling all nice. Go ahead and use lavender, it makes you feel fantastic, or orange brightens your day. So we know what the essential oils are. But what Mr. Bugs did in those two little balls, those two little prongs, he had the ingenuity of taking this and infusing the essential oils right into those little balls. With those little balls, guys, as it sits in your nose all day, the scent you can take with you wherever you go, and it is absolutely amazing. Why would you want to take a scent with you? You want to carry it with you so you can enjoy the feeling or the results of what you wanted when you was at the spa, or when you was, at the coffee shop, or wherever you saw the little mist coming out of that little diffuser. So as he did the pivot, you now have what we call a tangible product that you can actually fit in your handbag. You can take it in your pouch, or whatever the case may be. You can share it with anyone around you. There's no age barriers, guys. There is no age barriers. Mom, dad, whomever. So you take it with you, you carry it with you, you can take it to church, take it to work. And when you're in your little cubicle and that person is coughing, or they're sneezing next to you, or they're dozing off at 3 o'clock, hey, you're dozing off. Are you okay? Well, listen, have you heard of the essential oils? You become your own marketing person. So at the end of the day, what he did was he gave us options, you see. He gave us options of either having a wholesale business at that time or retail. We can have a retail customer. You can share it with the person next to you, or you can actually go down to the pharmacy or wherever and ask the pharmacist and say, hey, I have something that I think your patrons may want to use, right? A spa, you can go to a spa, you can go to a beauty shop. You can go to anywhere, cosmetic counter, you can go to anywhere, doctor's offices, dentists. They are all around us, doesn't matter. You can actually have an international business and be able to spread it wherever you are. So with the Zense, it does come with what we call PVM/BVs, business volume. And what you get an opportunity to do is utilize that volume and maximize it, and make sure that you are setting yourself up to win. We don't have time to get into how you can maximize it on this call, but what I can tell you that there are very few people in this world who has not heard of essential oils. And if they haven't heard of the essential oils, this is your opportunity to introduce it to them. But it is very, very easy, Ms. Tawana. And the last point that I want to make, some people's like, oh, I'm not sure what essential oils are. Well, listen, think about it. Because we are from Bermuda, this is very easy for us. when you go outside and something happens to you, your forefathers many, many moons ago, right? Something happened to them, they got a scrape on their knee or whatever the case may be. What did they do? They went outside, right? They picked some, I don't know, match me if you can leave. You probably don't know anything about that, Miss Tawana. This is a Bermudian thing, right? You go outside, you pick a little match me if you can leaf or a bay leaf or something like that, guys. You split it open, you open it, and therefore what comes out, all that goodness and that gooey and that drip, that's what they used to put on their infection, the sores or whatever. So what we're talking about, that same goodness that comes out of the natural plants now is basically put into a formula and a format, guys, so that we can have that natural goodness of natural medicine. No more of this synthetic medicines, guys. It's natural, okay? So you can actually have that in the form of the essential oils. So that's what I'm going to share with you. They do come in 5 scents: lemon, lavender, eucalyptus, joy, and grapefruit. And what I say to my prospective customers is, I generally say, Tawana girl, you're having a good smile. Look like you're having a good day. Are you sure that's a great smile, or you just a little hyperventilating? Girl, tell you what, Miss Smith, I am so tired right now. I just got to put on this smile. I got to fake it till I make it. Great. Well, you know what? I think I have the right thing for you. You know what, Tawana? You need a little boost, right? You got your phone on you? Go ahead and look up your phone right now, right? And I'm going to say essential oils. Which essential oils is best to give me energy? And I let that prospect go ahead and look on their phone at that moment.
Wow.
They tell me. I don't do it myself, guys. I don't do it myself. They tell me, oh my goodness, they said it's eucalyptus. I said, well, you don't say. I just happen to have one here. So the thing is, guys, in order to build a business, right? You don't have to be you don't have to sponsor people. If you're not a big recruiter and a sponsor, that's fine. When you're over someone's house, you're sitting off or whatever the case may be, utilize that time. Just share with your friends and family, all right? Because when Tawana goes ahead and uses that eucalyptus scents for her energy, and when she gets home and she sees her daughter, she's unfocused because she can't get her schoolwork done, what do you think Tawana's going to do? I teach my customers when they have an issue, why don't you go ahead and Google it? I never suggest to them what to do. So when they're home, they're going to say, they look and they're like, oh my goodness, Ellen, I think I need, do you sell orange? Do you happen to sell da 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 da? So you're building a business within a business. So Zens really work for us here because some of the other verticals wasn't as tangible for us, and we wasn't able to springboard off of that. So we'll save that for another day, and that's just a little something for you guys. That's another product. Lavender, baby. Okay, got it.
You painted that picture. I felt like I was your customer for real for a second. That was good.
But that's the thing. We said what's different, right? So what is different is that you can have success with this business without sponsoring.
That's
Most
right.
people are afraid to ask someone, right? Or even let them know that even in network marketing, right? But if someone is having a pain or an ache or a cramp or whatever the case may be, oh my goodness, what's the first thing you do? You want to say, oh, you want to Aleve? No, you don't want an Aleve. Listen, you want a Zen sister? What's that? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. Come on, let's just try it, Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, we can do that. People can do that, right? But they may find it a little bit harder, Tawana, to ask someone to come to a meeting, to let them know they're in network marketing, you see. So we're going to be able to build customer by customer. And what you're going to be able to see, people building a huge network within our organization of a customer base by referral. Because what's soon going to be happening, go check out Tawana on your lunch break. Go check out this person on your snack break. She got the goods. So carry your little baggie to work, guys. And that is it. So that's what I have to say about the Zens. I love it. And you just need to work with your upline so that they can help you to show you how you can have success with Zents.
Awesome. Let me say this, Tawana.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's move the elephant out the room. So we sold so much Zents in the month of when it first came out. Listen, we sold over 1 million in products. This is just how amazing this Zents was going. And then there was a pandemic at the same time. So they wasn't able to get the products to us. And so there was back orders, and some folks got discouraged and, this ain't working. I knew stuff like this was going to happen, and they couldn't hang. So let me say this, again, bumps and bruises, right? But those who stick and stayed, they got their pay. We didn't budge. We didn't go nowhere because I understood. First of all, we ordered so much. Let me tell you something. You can't go to Walmart right now and say, I want 100 TVs, and they give you 100 TVs. That's not going to happen. That's not how it works. They only distribute so much, and that's in anything. But so we were on a back order, and some folks could not wait. I ordered 100 boxes myself. Not for me, for my customers. But my posture was like, hey, listen, we're on back order. We're in the middle of a pandemic. But listen, when this product come, oh my God, it's going to knock you off your feet. That was my posture. Nobody bugged me about when is that Zents coming in. It's just your posture, right? And now we're not on back order. We're all caught up. You can order it today and it's coming. A few days later, it's coming. So just wanted to clear that up. The Zents is here. We got the control your appetite coming out.
Woo. Woo.
We already got samples of it. Some of us was able to order it. But when that come out, when I tell you they're gonna go like hot cakes, first of all, they got to get past the ambassadors. They want them themselves. So just stay tuned. We got all the good. So back to you, Tawana.
Wow, really quick before we transition into the next vertical, which is it Bill Genius? I think is next. I want to share somebody's story really quick that is a spa owner. She may be on here, I'm not for certain, but she owns 3 spas in Memphis. Her name is Natasha Bolton. She's actually within my organization. This young lady, when Zents came out, she knew it was going to be a game changer for her spa. To date, and let me make sure I say the disclaimer, you get what you put in. This is her story and what she did. So I asked her to speak on one of my calls, not even knowing how much she earned. She didn't even realize how much she saved. She went to her books on her cash register, clicked on Zents, and this young lady has already earned over $18,000 in profit on Zents from her spas. Mm-hmm. All she did was she gave us so many tips on how she did it. It was a game changer, you guys. But think outside of the box. You're getting it at wholesale. You can sell it retail. There's so many businesses that benefit from this, specifically spas. We already know in our minds, we already know that we want to spend more. You don't question spending $10, $20, $30, $40, $60 at a spa. You're there to pamper yourself. It's all about self-care. You're okay with spending a little more. So she killed it, and she's gonna keep on growing it. She has those 3 spas. So I just wanted to share that really quick. We have another gentleman on here, I think, that's in the hospital field. He's actually a supervisor at a hospital, and I think he's profited well over $3,000. I haven't got his updated numbers, but well over $3,000, you guys. So get your product. Don't get high on your own supply. Sell it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I like to say that all the time.
Tawana, you're telling me don't get high on my own supply? Oh my God. I tell you, I'm a lavender girl. But you know what? Before we move on to Bill Genius, right? I just want to ask in the chat, don't get high on your that's funny. I want to ask the audience, right? Our listeners. I just want to ask them 2 questions. Okay, it's either going to be a yes or no, Ms. Tawana, right? Do you know someone who's lacking sleep? Or do you know someone who wants to lose some weight? Boom. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Do you? That's it.
That's right. We all do. Okay, so let's keep it moving, you guys. So now let's transition into the next vertical, which is Bill Genius. I'm not sure if Arnell's in a good position or not, but he's not? Okay, cool. All righty. So Bill Genius, let's talk about what Bill Genius is all about. Bill Genius is something that as soon as I heard about it, I'm just going to be real. Bill Genius is a platform that helps you lower your bills. My background is default management. I already was real snooty about it. Like, Bill Genius is not going to save me no money. I'm the best negotiator in the world. That was my attitude when I first saw it. I knew that I could use it to help other people, but I automatically assumed it wasn't going to help me. So let's talk about Bill Genius for a moment. It's a free service that you can offer your customers. And Bill Genius literally contacts their vendor, their company on their behalf, and their number one goal is to help reduce their monthly bills. Now, I want to make sure you guys get this. It's free. There's no upfront cost. So what does that mean? A lot of times we overthink things and we really don't think hard enough, actually, to really think about what they're doing. Most companies that charge you up front, do you really think they're going to work as hard if they already got your money? Like, that's what I think about. Like, that's what I dealt with in my default world. They would take our clients' money all day long to help them negotiate their bills, but the customer had to follow up every week. They were calling. What's my status? What's my status? Because you already gave them the money. So what I love about Bill Genius is that you don't pay them up front. So they get to work ASAP. They are calling your companies, and their number one goal is to help to reduce your monthly bill. If they help you save money, then you just split the savings with them. So I'm gonna give you a quick example. Miss Carmen is right here front and center on my screen. So Miss Carmen, I'm your Bill Genius negotiator. I'm calling your cable company. I saved you $50 per month. Because I saved you $50 a month, you pay me, Bill Genius, $25 a month. So Miss Carmen, did you have to find $25 a month?
No, I didn't.
You are already paying full price, right? So Bill Genius created the income that you needed to be able to pay them. So they negotiated your bill and you simply split the cost with them. That's a game changer, you guys. One thing I can guarantee you is that everybody you know pay bills. All you have to do is open up your mouth and allow them to upload their bills for free. If Bill Genius doesn't save them any money, guess how much your customers pay? Zero. They don't pay anything, you guys. So it's an amazing service that we offer. I want to pass it on to Miss Jackie because she got some amazing testimonies that I'm sure she wants to share about that.
Yeah, now Bill Genius is definitely a game changer. One thing I know about people, they may not travel all the time. They may and may not use your Zents. They may and may not use your Vibe Ride. But this one thing I do know, they're gonna pay bills until they die. It don't matter if you're poor, middle class, rich, or wealthy, you're gonna pay bills. And bills come every single month. Some of us twice a month. So we're gonna pay bills no matter what. So our market for Bill Genius is the entire world. You could just take that vertical alone, just that one vertical, and get flat out wealthy. One thing, if you ask individuals, you ask them questions like, what do you want out of life? And you know what they'll tell you? The average person will tell you, if I can just pay my bill, I'll be all right. So now we have something. They tell you, I done heard that so many times, like, oh, okay. But now we have something that's gonna lower their bills. We're not talking about changing providers. We're not even talking about that. If it's Comcast, AT&T, don't matter what, T-Mobile, whoever you use, they're gonna go in and negotiate. It's like an attorney going in and negotiating on your behalf. And guess what? If they don't find, if they don't save you anything, it's no losses. You ain't lost nothing, they ain't lost nothing. Fair game. But here's what they do. If they go in and couldn't find you nothing, they got you on file. They're gonna keep at it. They're gonna keep at it until they can lower your bills. How amazing is that? That's the game changer right there. So your customers does not pay anything, not anything, unless they save. They pay out of their savings. So it actually costs them 0 cents. Who's your customer? Who you know overpaying in bills? Who you know pay bills every month? That's just everybody. That is definitely the game change, folks. If you don't see this, what are you looking at? This is just insane. It's residual income. Why is it residual income? Because they pay their bills every month. So every month that they save, guess what? You get paid. That's crazy. That's just crazy. We're, like she said, we're the Amazon of opportunities. Some of you all saying, well, y'all got what's going on. I just can't keep up. I don't know. Listen, Amazon is filthy, is a billionaire. That man has just turned his company over to somebody else because he done made so much darn money. Because whenever you think about getting something, you first thing you say is Amazon. I'm going online. Why? Because they have everything. They have every single. They at my door. I'm going to Amazon Rehab because they at my door. My husband bringing me package. He's like, my goodness, what y'all order something every day? It's just we're addicted to it. So this is what's going to happen here in iBoomerang. We're going to have every single thing that customers want. And every time the customers save money, you make money. And that the Priv, you guys, is going to be working for you. So those customers that you bring to the company, they're going inside the Priv. Think about this. Think about Facebook. Think about social media. What did Facebook tell you? Hey, come on over here for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just bring your family and friends. You're good. And what do? We joined that platform for free. We brought all our family, all our friends, high school graduates, everybody, children, everybody. And what did we do? We made Mark Zuckerberg a billionaire because of the concept that he came up with. Do you understand? Our CEO, Mr. Holton Buzz, that is the exact same concept that he's doing here at iBoomerang, but he asked you to take a seat at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mark Zuckerberg did not call you, he did not call me and ask us to take a seat at his table. First of all, you would have turned your face up. You would have turned up and said, no, that's not gonna work. I'm not. Mark Zuckerberg didn't get rich overnight. This didn't happen overnight. He put that plan together and he worked through the bruises and bumps and all of that. Mm-hmm. And now it looked like it was just smooth all the way, right? No, it was not. I'm here to tell you it was not. Nothing is smooth. Everybody go. He been sued, everything. But it did not stop him from being a billionaire. Mr. Bugs is offering you a seat at the table. It's up to you if you're gonna sit down and eat at this table.
You got that one, Diamond Jackie. The thing is, when you're sitting down and you're eating at the table, you need to make sure that the lights are on, right? So therefore, Bill Genius has to be in the house. So Bill Genius has to be there. And what Jackie just said, again, guys, we're talking about why we're just different. And we know some of you, we're doing this call for you to let you know that while you were gone, Mr. Bugs was still working, but he was working to set up a platform for you, you see, right? He was waiting for you to come back So you can actually say, hey, he actually did what he said he was going to do. We talked earlier that the vision of the company, if you keep the vision of the company alive within yourself, right? You guys will get attached to it, because we don't get attached to one product. Everyone on this panel, we don't get attached to one product. You see, we get attached to the vision, what Mr. Buggs said he's going to do, where he's going to be in 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the road. If you get attached to that, then you'll win. So by you coming and being a part of this platform tonight, you can see that there is going to be something that you can latch onto. Diamond Jackie just talked about sitting at the dining room table. As we know, that's in residential care. But where do you go every day? Where do you spend most of your time? That's in your home. But most of the time that you spend is at work. Outside of work, you're in supermarkets, you're in, in other businesses, pharmacies or whatever, guys, okay? Not only can you have residential customers, which is your friends and family, right? You can actually go to your boss or whomever owns that building. So we will actually share this with commercial, anyone who owns a commercial business. So again, we're getting back to why we're so different, why you can build a successful legacy without sponsoring people, right? And just imagine you work for someone who owns, I don't know, they may own 3 apartment buildings. Imagine, Tawana, you talking to someone who owned 3 apartment buildings about saving money on their light bill. Do you have to work anymore? Hello, that's your mortgage, rent free. So, we want you to take another look. Take another look at Build Genius. Take another look at how you can help your family members, but also look to see how you can win. Again, go back to the person who invited you on this platform, or whomever is your UpLead sponsor and upline, and ask them, how can you do Build Genius? We're here in Bermuda. We can actually benefit from the actual discounts, but that's okay. What you want to do is you want to tap into persons that right now it's within the US, and Mr. Buggs is looking to expand it. Look to see who within the United States. As you're traveling around, if this company is built on relationships, okay? And if you continue to understand that, you will win. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, Tawana. If I come to Atlanta, New York, or wherever, your lights are going to be on at a discount as long as you use Build Genius. Yes?
Absolutely.
Got it?
So you guys, this has been amazing. What we're going to talk about now, we're going to transition into, and we're just going to spend no more than, I say, 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to be done.
Okay.
And we're going to talk new, what's coming. So we are about to go into Accelerate. Some of us will be there in person in Mexico, and some of us will be watching it live on Zoom or whatever, however they set it up. So regardless, whether you're virtual or whether you're there in person, please make sure that you don't miss that. But we're going to talk about one specific vertical that's launching, which is called Elevate, which is my background here, Elevate. Elevate is our Forex educational platform. And I remember you guys back in June of 2019, when I went to a Sapphire and Above training. I remember Mr. Holton Buggs in front of that room stating that. This was June of 2019. He said that when time is right, I'm going to bring financial literacy to the company, but most importantly, I'm going to teach you guys what to do with $1. What to do with $1. He said, if I can teach you what to do with $1, then you'll know what to do with 10, 20, 100, 1,000. So I've always been, since that point, been so excited about learning from him, because obviously he knows exactly what to do with $1. So Elevate, this Forex platform, Forex is hot right now. Everyone wants to learn Forex, but you need to learn from the right individuals. So Mr. Holton Buggs went out there and got the best of the best. He went out there and hired individuals that are 100% Forex educators. These aren't people that just start companies and get hired third-party companies to train you. These are individuals that that are actually doing it. They live 99.99% of their income comes from what they earn from trading. And those are the individuals that we have with over, you guys, I think collectively they're over 50 years of experience that will be training us within this company. And that's launching the 18th or the 19th, whichever order they do it when they're in Mexico. But what do I want to share with you guys? I want to give you guys a taste of what that compensation plan is going to be like, because some of y'all gonna miss it, but then many of you are gonna like go ching ching and you're gonna put your plan in place like immediately, like right now. Now we had 115 people on here, 11 of them dropped off. So there's 11 people that's gonna miss this piece. Y'all might want to reach out to them, but the 104 that's still on here, you guys are gonna get the goods right now, okay? All right, yes, don't get caught slipping, like Mr. Holtenberg said. Okay, so I'm gonna paint, this is so simple, but I'm gonna take my time to make sure you guys get it. And I'm gonna use some examples with the panel here. So I'm an Boomerang ambassador. I'm paying $100 a month for my Boomerang business. I decide that I wanna build a customer base within Elevate. So my customers are Jackie Pippins, Ronell Sylvester, and Miss Ellen Smith are my customers. As a customer, your customers pay $129 per month to have access to the educational platform. No package has to be bought, just $129 per month, and they're grandfathered at that amount for an entire year. So how does Tawana get paid if Jackie, Ronell, and Miss Ellen is my customer? How do I get paid? Out of that $129 that they are paying per month, I'm just curious to know, what do you guys think you would earn on that monthly? What do you think you would earn on that monthly? Tell me in the chat. What do you think you would earn on that $129 per monthly that your customers are paying? What do you think you would earn? You can tell who was on my call last night. Yes, absolutely. So you earn $30 of that. $30. So out of that $129 that your customers are paying monthly, you earn $30 monthly. I want to make sure you guys get that. Not one time, but monthly. So that's $90 per month with just 3 customers in the example that I'm giving you right now. How much are you paying monthly in our Boomerang? What's your monthly overhead in our Boomerang? All right. So if your goal is to wipe that out, how many customers do you need? Exactly. You need 4 customers to wipe that out. So how many people, give me a 1 in the comment if it's your goal to become a star achiever every single month. All right, so you guys, so what does it take in volume to become a star achiever every month? How much in volume? All right, perfect. So listen to this, you guys. Remember, star achiever. Star achiever is your personal volume and your customer's volume. So if you have 3 customers, Jackie, Ronell, Miss Ellen, if you have 3 customers, how much volume am I getting in personal volume from those 3 customers? I'm looking at the chat. I'm just telling you guys. So we say 90, 90, 90. No, you get 300, you guys. So let me break this down for you. Your customer is paying $129 per month. You earn $30 per month, which is a retail commission. You also get credit of $100 per month per customer towards your PQV. So if you got 3 customers, your star achiever is covered because that's 300 that's going towards your PQV. It also goes towards you ranking up as well, you guys. So not only is your monthly overhead covered, your star achiever is covered. So what do? The minimum wage mindset is not going to spend no more money. They're going to sit there on 3 customers. But the one that's ready to get it, the one that's ready to take their business to the next level, They're about to still spend 300. So now you're at 600 per month in PQV, and your team is going to do the same. So Holton Buzz created a method to this madness. At the beginning, people didn't get it, but now you can see it. Like, he's created a way for you to wash that out. That's a game changer. So let me make sure I explain this to you. So let's say on our Boomerang side, because some of you may not even understand how you get paid on that. When you recruit someone that pays $100 a month, you earn $7.50. So that takes 5 our Boomerang people to equal 1 customer on the Elevate side. Okay, so if I recruit Jackie today, she's paying $100 a month. That's $7.50 I'm getting on Miss Jackie. But if Jackie was my customer on Elevate, that's $30 a month. So it takes 5 of Jackie's to get the $30 a month on that side. So what you want to do as you're building up that customer base, you want to identify those that are ready to build. You're going to bring them into our Boomerang business, and then you allow them to build. So not only are you earning monthly on your customers, you're also getting an override from your team. So you want to make sure that you're doing both, building your Boomerang business. But for those that only want to trade, they have that. So how many customers do you need to get to $300 a month? Because it's so easy to create these goals now. If your goal is $300 a month, you only need 10 customers. If your goal is $3,000 a month, you need 100 customers. So whatever your goal is, divided by 30, that's how many customers you need in just Elevate alone. That's how many customers you need flowing through your business on a monthly basis. It doesn't get any easier than that, you guys. $30 off $130, that's so simple. But don't sleep on it, because this is only for a year that your customers will be grandfathered in at that amount. It's going to go up, I believe, to 179. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's 179 will be that increase. But for a year, they'll be grandfathered in at 129, and you'll be earning $30. That is huge, you guys. You can grow your income like rapidly. Forex isn't something you got. To me, Forex is just like travel right about now. You know how easy it is to promote travel? It's Forex, people love it. They're trying to find a new way to be able to stay at home and earn income. And this is it. But that's all I had. I'm going to pass it back to our Elite Diamonds to go ahead and close us on out. This has been amazing. I hope you guys saw some great value in this. We do have another product that's launching that we can't really, I guess, share the details on that yet. But I do know it's better than Zents. But Miss Jackie, Miss Ellen, Mr. Ronell is back. You guys go ahead and close us out. And
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm still here.
All right. Oh,
I just had the camera down.
I
just had the camera down, but long story short, guys, just dive in. Just trust your leadership. Follow what we're telling you, because this Elevate is gonna be a way where people always, instead of people worrying about recruiting, you don't have to recruit. You control what your finances will be by simply getting the education. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to see y'all in Mexico for the ones that's making it. And I get to see Tawana twice in Mexico.
Yeah.
And Jackie. But definitely, let's get it, guys. Back to you. Good job, ladies.
Thank you. All right, our diamonds, go ahead and close us on out, and then we'll end this call.
Sure. One thing I didn't say about Zents, Mr. Tawana, which I totally forgot. We have a brand new back office coming, and our CEO we are going to get into that part, but our CEO has your own retail store available for you for Zents. So don't worry about it, guys. You don't even have to ship stuff out to people. Our CEO has that covered. So earlier I had said to you, my background, again, like I said, is in team management, leadership management, and youth management. That's what I did, right? I worked for 42 years of my adult life, folks. Guess what? Do you know what that did? That took me away from my household. I worked very, very hard. It took me away from my household. It took me away from my family. It took me away from family events, okay? And when I was at home, I was tired. I needed to sleep, but I felt like I was working 24 hours a day. But at the end of the day, when I decided to go ahead and give my Boomerang a shot, because I had not really dove into this industry. I had not heard about Mr. Bugs before. I didn't know anything about him. I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him personally, like Tawana and the other persons on the panel did. But when I did get to meet him, something touched me right here. And when he told his personal story about, you know, coming up in that single family household, I looked at my daughter. I have one daughter and I look at 2 grandchildren. And I said, I will not do the same thing to my grandchildren that I did to my daughter. I needed to be here. So I needed the flexibility of time. I needed the flexibility of having family time, quality time. I can still serve others, guys. That's what my passion, that's what I do. But while I was out writing all of these programs and you know, preparing and training other people in that area, guess what was happening? My family, I wasn't able to be with my family. This industry gives you time to be with your family. So if you play your cards right, being in here at this particular time, you can have the time that you could spend with your family and you would never regret it. They will love you for the rest of your life. Why? Because you'll be at home working with them and be able to take vacations with them rather than you sending them. So thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this evening, Admiral Tawana. And I know Diamond Jack has got some goods for us. She got the goods. She got the bag of goods.
Yeah.
Look, she's looking in that bag. What you got in there, Diamond Jackie? Huh?
This platform has just been amazing. Thank you all, Miss Ellen, Diamond Ellen, Emerald Ronell, and Emerald Tawana. This has just been amazing. And for those who looking to come back, here's what you want to do. You want to send a support ticket in to support@iboomerang.com. Let them know that you want to come back and they will send you a button to reactivate. And then when you do that, I want you to contact one of us leaders on here and we will help you get back started with this, with iBoomerang. And I want to say this, the product that's coming, you all hadn't seen anything yet. The new product that we have coming, I'm going to say 2 things about it. Everybody is going to need it, and also they're going to want it. It's different when you have a product, when you need it and want it, that's called game over as well. I don't know what Mr. Bugs does to come up with these great ideas, but let me tell you, I've talked to some prospects about this product, and everybody tells me I want to be the first one that you deliver this product to. They can't wait for the product. And that's how you guys are gonna feel. And so those are just many products to come. We have so much in store for you, our CEO. And listen, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Mrs. Earlene Bugs. She is just amazing as well. She's bad to the bad bone. She is the one behind all the events that we have. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, and if you talk to her, she's sweet as can be. I mean, you just gotta love them. Them two, you just gotta love those people. And so they're gonna take us way to our wealthy places. Get on the bus with us, because I'm telling you, we're definitely going to our wealthy place with iBoomerang. This is it. Don't go no further. Get the negative Nancy, the negative Nathan out of your ears. Listen to the leaders that stayed here. You know, that listen to the ones that stayed here. And I'm telling you, we won't lead you wrong. And I will guarantee you, the leaders that you heard from tonight, you're not going to see them in another company next week. It's not going to happen. We are so focused. We're not going to lead you to, we're not going to tell you this is the best company ever, and then next month we're in another company. It's not going to happen. We're solid. We are so solid in this company. And listen, I wouldn't follow nobody that's in one company today, and then they're in another company. Well, no, that didn't work out. Let's go here. No. Look for solid. That's who win. You cannot win going from company to company. Amazon started out with books, only books. He didn't expect to be a billionaire, but what he did, he stayed focused and he kept his eyes on the prize. And that's what you have to do, is stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize. Those who stick and stay
I'll get there.
will get their pay. That's simple as that. So Tawana, I'll turn it back over to you. Guests, if you have any questions, just put it in the chat for us. We'll definitely get those questions answered, but definitely send in your support ticket, get with your leadership. We're here for you. We're solid. We're not going anywhere, and we will help you go to the next level. It doesn't matter if you're on our team or not. We don't even care about that. Our goal is for you to win, period.
Mhm.
Back to you, Tawana.
Absolutely. I had nothing else to say. This has been great. We could hang around, I guess, for about 5 minutes as people kind of jump off to see if anybody has questions. And if you have any questions, we'll go ahead and answer them for you. But if not, we'll go ahead and close on out.
Absolutely.
Let me give you guys a little Caribbean music or something.
Drop the mic around.
We sitting there reading the comments like, any questions?
Right.
Yeah, the questions came on. My phone is blowing up, Tawana. They're like, she got to go over that Elevate piece again. How you make money?
Gotcha.
Soon come,
I
guys.
have a
Next
question.
week.
Get educated. You get educated and you're going to make all the money you want.
I think someone's trying to pop through with a question, Tawana.
That's me, Norma.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Um,
Norma,
Hey, that was awesome. Thank you.
you're welcome.
So I had, some of my people who were with me, they were on. And I had one on my phone also because he couldn't get on Zoom. So everybody's excited. But one of my partners Paul, he's on now, Paul. He can't get into his back office, and we've done the support and everything, and now he's showing up as not active in my back office.
So what you want to do is, Norma, is send me his name and send me his TSA number.
Okay.
And let me see what I can do. Just make sure you do that. Send me that information.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, will do. Yeah. Awesome. Because he is so excited about the company. He's always been from beginning to the end. He's excited. So
He's gonna be even more excited now.
yeah.
And he's just coming back to us, Norma?
No, he never left.
Okay.
Never.
Wow.
So excited. Paul, you want to say something? Paul Polster? Never left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Paul calling in from?
Paul Polster, unmute yourself.
You're calling him out.
Yeah, he's there.
We have Mr. Stewart. Looks like he has a question.
Okay.
Paul can
Yes,
unmute
how are
now.
you doing, Tawana? I was just, my question is concerning Vibe. Did we get a new launch date for Atlanta? I know when Holton was here, the end of last year, he said due to COVID, they had put it on hold. I just want to see if we have any update on the launch of Vibe.
No, but I can get it for you. I can request an update and get it to you.
Yeah, he said Elevate is the 18th of this month.
Yes, the 18th and the 19th.
Wow, that is awesome. I had somebody was trying to recruit me into another Forex company and their monthly is like $350. So that's
Ooh.
awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Okay.
bring him here. He is like, wow.
Well, you need to have him on next Wednesday's call or send him the replay of the one we did today.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All righty. So
Okay, can you hear me? This is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Okay, I'm not very techno. I drive Norma nuts sometimes, but yeah, I've been with the outfit since May of 2019, right after it started up. So anyway, Norma will send you all that info, and we have to get this thing figured out.
All righty. Well, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Paul.
You, Mr. Paul, that's my kids call me on my school bus.
Hey,
Okay.
good.
All righty. I'm going back on the video. Bye.
All righty. Okay, all right. It is 10:30, you guys. That's the end of the call. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll get the recording to you as soon as it's ready. Have a blessed night, everybody, and let's close out this month strong. All righty, everybody. Bye-bye.
That was an amazing call, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good
You're
night.
welcome.
Good.
Thanks all.
Hey, Peggy, how you doing?
Great.
Thank you, ladies.
Great
That
to
was
see you,
amazing,
Ellen.
amazing,
Good to see you.
amazing.
Wow.
Can't wait to
Good
get
night,
the
all.
recording.
Oh.
Thanks.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.